And we are back with more Syberia, brought to you by GameAnyone.com.
That's going to work.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's try the red one. Holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Okay, that's enough of that. And here's our last punch card. What, does he control the weather now? I think he controls the weather now. Fascinating.
I no longer need these punch cards.
Right, and she throws them away. Alright, now, let's go ahead and read that note I didn't read last time because it's plot important. To my successor, the Valladolid parish priest, the sanctity of confession is a sacred vow, so these revelations are the result of much soul-searching and reflection. One day in March 1938, Rudolf Vorarlberg knocked at my door. I was a young priest then, and despite being in a little French village, like everyone else, I didn't speak with a French accent. Anyway, I was a young priest then and overawed by the dominant personality of the town's most important figure. I remember it was raining that day, and beneath his dripping hair, Monsieur Vorarlberg's face was the very expression of eternal pain itself. Through gritted teeth, his eyes swimming with grief, he announced his son, Hans, had just died. He wanted me to come immediately to bless the body. I entered the dark drawing room at the family home. Hans's coffin was set in the middle, sealed shut. Monsieur Vorarlberg explained to me he wanted no one to see the body of his son. Hans's badly mangled corpse had been discovered at the bottom of a precipice. It was presumed that he had slipped and fallen badly. Despite his 18 years of age, the young Vorarlberg did not have all of his faculties. I believed him. I led the funeral and officiated the mass and burial. We buried Hans Vorarlberg with all the dignity and solemnity befitting such a tragedy. Life indeed hangs by a thread, and I would have surely forgotten this episode, only several years later, after her father's death, Anna Vorarlberg had an accident at the factory and nearly died. Such a close call with death seemed to awaken her need to confess. What I heard that day would haunt my dreams thereafter. She told me that the body of her younger brother Hans was not at rest in the family tomb for the simple reason he was still alive. I had blessed and sanctified an empty coffin. I had assisted and sanctioned a masquerade staged by Rudolf Vorarlberg himself to exorcise the blind hatred he felt for his son. His son had left, and he felt betrayed. A man who preferred to believe and make others believe his son was dead, rather than accept the truth, and had shamefully deceived me. What kind of priest was I, and what kind of priest would I become? Our merciful Father alone will be my judge. It is my duty to inform you that one of your flock is still unaccounted for. I leave this terrible secret in your hands to do with what you will. Leon Bonnard, priest. Alright. I don't think there's anything else to do up here. Let's head out. Should we check out that tomb? Dare we? Do I have the key to enter it, even? Or does one Vorarlberg key fit every Vorarlberg thing? Interesting. Down, down to Goblin Town. Hans Vorarlberg. I ever stash an empty coffin in a crypt, I'm filling it up with those snakes that go in peanut cans. Mountain fall kills local figure. The Vorarlberg family was struck by tragedy yesterday. Rudolf Vorarlberg discovered the lifeless body of his son Hans at the bottom of a precipice. Loose rocks and poor visibility occasioned by the morning mist were probably the cause of the young man's fall. This is the theory put forward by the family, as there were no witnesses. Hans had just turned 18 years of age. 8 years ago he suffered a similar serious accident from which he never fully recovered the use of his mental faculties. Despite living almost as a recluse, he was still a well-known figure, as the future of Vorarlberg manufacturing lay in his hands. We at the one of these days I'm going to learn to say the town name right. At the Valladolid Gazette wish to extend our deepest sympathy to his family and express our sincerest condolences to Rudolf Vorarlberg and his daughter Anna, who today becomes the sole inheritor of the automaton factory. What's that? What is that? A voice cylinder. Okay. Close it. Close it up. Apparently I can't. They're not going to let me close the coffin, or close the crypt. Can I take my key back when I leave, I wonder? No, don't go back in there, you doofus. Get the key. Stop that. Yeah, it appears I cannot reclaim the key. Alright. I believe I've explored the church all I can for right now. What's with the dramatic chord? Seriously. Great, now I'm not sure where to go next. I'm going to try going that way one more time real quick. Just because it looks like the path should go off that way. It looks that way, but no! They don't want me going that way. No! So where do I find the factory? Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. What a pleasure to meet such a lovely young lady honoring our aging streets. Please sit yourself down next to me so we can enjoy the air together.
It would be a pleasure, but I'm afraid I don't have the time. Some other time, maybe.
Always
I
rushing.
hope so, miss. I remember when these streets were full of vibrant life. In those days, there was a charming encounter to be had round every corner. Our good little town of Valladolid is not what it used to be.
It looks like things have changed a bit around here.
Our children have all left the valley. They need to earn a living, don't they? Can't really blame them. You have to move with the times, don't you? And it's not at the Vorarlberg factory that they'll find jobs. Being excluded from the world is not an easy burden to bear, believe you me, miss.
But it's such a pretty little village.
I can tell you're not from these parts. I hope you enjoy the pleasures that we still have to offer. Good day to you.
Good day. Nope, let's just cross the bridge. I'm an idiot. Get on with it. Is that the factory, by the way? That's not it. I think I'll do more later. I actually want to get some food. Alright, I am fed, I feel better. Let's go ahead and head for the factory. That's where it was, I remember now. I actually had to wander around looking for it, I confess.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
Like maybe the factory key? Why does everything in this town have to be so complicated? I bet you whatever Valandolane translates to Raccoon City of France. With all the complicated keys and... Ooh, it's a fountain. It's a pretty fountain. And many paths. Many paths. Big house. I say, that's a big house. The door is not even clickable. What's this? Ah, there we go. It's probably locked. They're almost always locked. Almost always. Yep. Get on with it.
Door.
How do you know you've got to get in there? That's what I want to know. Dramatic music chord? Hey, a ladder machine. It's probably missing a part or something. Is there any way to examine it or look at controls or something? Does it have a keyhole in it? Forget you. Try the side door.
The door's locked.
Okay, let's try this way. Oh God, hedge maze. Hedge maze. Why are there mazes? There's a maze.
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
Oh, please don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help.
She said
here
robot.
in Valandolane. But everybody says that we're going to have to get used to it.
Okay, that ends that conversation. Ooh, a fountain. Broken statue. Nothing to see here. I think I'm about ready to call it done for now. I don't want a hedge maze. It's closed anyway, but if that one's open. What's this? There's a Vorarlberg key in it. So, each Vorarlberg key can only be used once, in true tradition of video game keys. I see how it is. Alright. Running too short is a pain in the ass, but running too long is even worse. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and you know what? If I'm a little short, I can always add more. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be with you next time. If you're amused, leave a comment, leave a vote, do something. Alright, see you soon.